This is Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network, brought to you by the Iowa Soybean Association, your daily recap of the information that affects Iowa's farmers, producers, and consumers, right here in the heart of the heartland. With reports from our award-winning broadcast team of Dustin Hoffman, Riley Smith, and Mark Magnuson. Now, from the IARN studios in Des Moines, here's Riley Smith.
Well, good day and welcome to Ag Matters PM from the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. Today is Friday, April 14th, 2023. We're so glad you can join us for today's show. In today's episode, I talk with Dwight Hughes. He's one of the original founders of the Celebration of Ag event and has also been a long-term board member. We also have a check of that ag weather outlook, but first, let's run down the markets.
It's time now for the Ag Matters PM Closing Market Summary, your source for market analysis and settlement prices from the day's trade in Chicago, courtesy of the folks at agmarket.net.
We're at the end of another trading day in the ag marketplace, and for a bit of analysis, we go to Tyler Schau of agmarket.net. Tyler, first off, what have we seen in the grain markets today?
A reversal from yesterday. So, yesterday, really for no apparent reason, we saw wheat down about 18 cents in Kansas City. Corn had a soft day as well. Beans were the one that maybe, traded up early in the morning and then kind of came back unchanged yesterday. Complete reversal of that today. You've got Chicago wheat up about 18 cents. You got Minneapolis up 30. You've got Kansas City up 35. Old crop corn's on a tear up 15.5. I wish I could give you some piece of fundamental news that explains all of it. I think the long and short of it is a lot of jockeying around by fund traders. And they decided today maybe this drought in hard red wheat country is something they need to be paying a little more attention to.
What I was thinking, especially with planting season, we're probably going to get into a pretty weather-heavy market soon, right?
Yeah, I mean, the month of April and May is always gonna produce some type of weather scare one way or the other. I won't lie. We got new crop corn up 6.5 cents at 560 here. The rapid pace that they're on in Iowa and Illinois, getting crop in the ground, I'm kind of surprised to see that move higher in new crop corn right now. But that's the market at work, trying to figure out what prices need to be in order to encourage the farmers to get out there and get in the field.
And then speaking of planting, have we seen too much news going on from that yet? Anything that the markets are looking at in particular so far?
I don't think so. I wouldn't be surprised. I want to say corn planting from the crop report that came out Monday was like at 2% or something like that. Pretty small number. I wouldn't be surprised if you see Illinois considerably higher on planted acres of corn and beans on the progress report comes out Monday. They've been making some headway. I've heard a lot of guys in that central Illinois area say they might be done in another week, which is pretty impressive for just the second week in April here. So if they catch rain, that's going to be positive for the development of the crop. It's going to be negative for prices. And so, if the whole country can get on that schedule, then it would be looking at a really big crop, most likely, if weather continued to cooperate. I'm up here in North Dakota. We won't be seeding anytime soon. Still, there's not a lot of snow left, but it's, we're still a good 2-3 weeks away from seeing any implements running through fields.
And then on the other side of the ag marketplace and the livestock, what have we seen going on there today?
Saw a little bit of a break in the cattle markets. One thing that I think is really important to pay attention to is the feeder calf index was up $6.50 in one day, pushed up to 199.77. Remember, your April board has got to settle against that feeder calf index of 199, and the April board's at 203. So that's going to I'm amazed that we saw that big of a move in the index, and yet your back month feeders were down about $1. Fat cattle were down about 75 cents in April and in June. And, that one's also kind of surprising. That market's been on a tear. It's been kind of an inverse where the cash prices were actually higher than where the futures were in the April board. There was some rumors out that you finally had some guys in the South letting some cattle go in that 174, 175 cash range. So I think that maybe got some guys to exit some of their long positions in April fats and pulled it down. And hogs had just been taking a beating the last 2 months, and they're actually moving a little bit higher.
And of course, as well, with the demand for the livestock markets, we're entering grilling season. Do we think we'll see a significant change there from that?
Yeah, that usually brings a little pop as we enter grilling season. As temperatures warm up, people want to get outside. So I wouldn't be surprised to see demand pick up, which is, hogs are really going to need to see that demand pick up to get some of that product moving. The cattle, I don't think grilling season is going to have as big of an effect because it's more focused on the supply side right now.
All right, lots of great information today, Tyler. For those of our listeners and our viewers who would like to get in touch and learn more from the folks at agmarket.net, how can they do that?
Check us out on the internet, agmarket.net. If you want to call me directly, the number is 701-987-6009.
Great talking with you today, Tyler. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you again soon.
You bet. Take care, guys.
That again was Tyler Schau of agmarket.net. We'll go ahead and take a look at how those numbers close. That's courtesy of the folks at Bar Chart. At the close, May corn is up 14 even at 666 and a quarter. December new crop up 6 and a quarter at 560 even. May soybeans down half a cent at 1,500 and a half. November new crop down 11 even at 1,301 and a half. May soybean meal down 390 at 459.70. Soybean oil down 6 cents at 53.66. Chicago wheat up 15 and a half at 682 and a half. Minneapolis spring wheat up 26 and 3/4 at 876 and a quarter. Kansas City hard red wheat up 33 and a half at 878 and 3/4. May oats up 3 and 3/4 at 336 even. On the Merc, April live cattle down 75 at 174.75. May feeders up a dime at 207.90. April lean hogs up 15 at 71.75. May pork cutout up 37 at 86.17. April class 3 milk down 6 cents at 18.62. And that's been a check of the markets here on Ag Matters PM. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break to hear from our sponsor, the Iowa Soybean Association and the Soy Checkoff. When we come back, I talk with Dwight Hughes. He's one of the founders of the Celebration of Ag Dinner and also a longtime board member. This is Ag Matters PM.
Iowa Soybean Association is driven to deliver for Iowa's 40,000 soybean farmers. We're proud to provide objective agronomic research, a helping hand with soil and water stewardship, and timely industry news powered by the Soybean Checkoff. Learn more at iasoybeans.com.
Welcome back to Ag Matters PM on the Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network. I'm Riley Smith. At the end of last month, I had the chance to head on over to Cedar Rapids for the 35th annual Celebration of Ag Dinner. Just brought a lot of people from across eastern Iowa and even a little further just to get together, celebrate agriculture as indicated in the name, and do a bit of networking as well. Recently on AMPM, I had my interview with Richard Childress. He was the keynote speaker. I also had the chance to talk with Dwight Hughes. He's one of the original founders of the event and also a longtime board member. We're here with Dwight Hughes, a nurseryman farmer, and we're at the Celebration of Ag Dinner tonight. Of course, it's always a good time to celebrate ag, but on this particular night, we're all gathered to do that one thing. Just tell us a little bit about this event that we have going on tonight.
Well, thank you very much. We have close to 1,000 people to celebrate agriculture. And so many agriculture meetings, they talk about the weather, the markets, the input costs, the labor issues, or whatever. But tonight we're all positive. We talk about the great things that we have surrounding us with good soil, good environment, good weather, good opportunities to process our grain. And we're a cluster of community here in the Cedar Rapids area where we add value and convert that value. And a lot of our products go worldwide, right from the corn and the soybean fields.
Right, like you said, Cedar Rapids, a pretty big hub for Iowa agriculture. Of course, every day is a great day to celebrate agriculture, but why are we all gathered here today to celebrate ag? Why take one day to celebrate it?
So actually, Cedar Rapids is a grain processing capital of the world. Within 120 miles of here, a third of the grain is processed and grown. So we started this 38 years ago to really come together as a community and recognize the significance of it. And we're actually the biggest employer if you look at the whole system and the big frame, because we have over 20 firms processing grain every day. It takes over 1 million bushels of corn every day just for Cedar Rapids. and we have all these employees that are working to keep those plants and mills built and maintained. So we have service industries from every walk of life coming in to help that all happen. So if you put all the grain processors together and all the service industries and all the agribusiness people around that support the production agriculturists, it's a huge hub, and we are the grain processing capital of the world.
And like you said, we have lots of important people here today. Of course, our featured speaker, Richard Childress. I mean, what an honor it is to have someone like that here in Cedar Rapids talk about agriculture and someone so involved with the industry.
Exactly. So Richard Childress is what I'd call a perfect fit for our audience. He forms RCR Racing, which everybody recognizes. He's a world-class auto racer, started racing himself, had lots of success in NASCAR. But more than that, he's an old North Carolina farm boy. He grew up growing tobacco. He now has farms with Angus cattle, Longhorn cattle. He grows corn and soybeans. He's the guy that lobbied and pushed ethanol all the way through NASCAR. And he's a wonderful person, very entrepreneurial. He started a winery. He's got over 600 employees working for him. He's a world traveler and a tremendous person, has an incredible museum. Actually, two museums. One is the Race Car Museum, another is the Wild Animal Museum. And he loves rural America. He loves rural living, and he thinks that agriculture is the foundation of our economy.
Ryan, it's so important to have especially people like that on our side, because we see every year we've got families who are further and further removed from the farm, just don't have that knowledge. So to take events like this, and even outside of events like this, to keep talking about agriculture, put it on the forefront of the discussion, it's always a good thing, right?
That's exactly right. And there's an incredible amount of potential in American agriculture. And of course, we're in the center of it right here in eastern Iowa. And tonight you're going to hear a story from Iowa State University that's really going to be important and impactful for young people coming into agriculture. And there's so many opportunities. So we're very thankful that they're here to make that announcement. You'll be able to catch that a little bit later. And the entire culture of what's happening here in the night and the impact that Richard Childress will have on the 1,000 people that leave here will be rippled all the way through our community.
Dwight, is there anything else about tonight that our listeners and viewers should know about today?
We're just glad that you are here and the other 1,000 people that are going to enjoy this. It's a spectacular celebration of American agriculture right here in eastern Iowa that affects the world. So thank you for the opportunity to share this knowledge.
That again was Dwight Hughes, one of the founders of the Celebration of Ag Dinner and a longtime board member. As for right now, let's go ahead and take a look at the Ag Weather Outlook. The weather's been very beautiful recently. We've got those summertime temps. Still had that again today, but getting into tonight and into this weekend as well, we're looking at those showers and thunderstorms returning into the forecast. Of course, we will always take a bit of moisture into the soils, especially we get into the crop season. We'd like to see that. We're still in those drought conditions. So as we've said many times with our climate interviews, we'll always take what we can get when it comes to that rain. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the National Weather Service has in store for the next 24 hours. As you can see from the National Weather Service, we are shifting to a more stormy weather pattern for the time being. Today we have variably sunny skies and a bit of a breeze with a slight chance for showers in the northwest, highs ranging from the upper 70s to low 80s. Tonight will be mostly cloudy with showers and thunderstorms likely across most of the state. Lows overnight ranging from the low 40s to upper 50s. Tomorrow, high chances for showers and thunderstorms continue. We've got quite a bit of a temperature differential with the highs ranging from the mid-40s to about 80. And taking a look at the affiliate weather map for tomorrow, Cherokee will see showers and storms with the high around 45. Shenandoah, rain and thunderstorms as well with a high of 56. Des Moines, rain showers and 62. Waterloo, showers and 67. Albia, showers and 70. And Clinton will be mostly sunny with a chance for showers later on and a high around 80. For more detailed forecasts in your part of the state, make sure to check in with your local Iowa Agribusiness Radio Network affiliate. That's been a check of the Ag Weather Outlook, and that also brings us to the end of this episode of Ag Matters PM. You can find all of our content on our website at iowaagnet.com. You can also follow us on social media at Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and LinkedIn. And you can find all of our video content as well as previous episodes of AMPM on our YouTube channel. so make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when those videos go live. Don't forget as well our free Twice Daily Market podcasts on Apple, Amazon, Google, Spotify, and Podbean. From the IARN studios in Des Moines, I'm Riley Smith. On behalf of Mark Magnuson and Dustin Huffman, we thank you for watching. This has been Ag Matters PM.